4:30 Monday morning. The moon is still there somewhere between the trees there. What's going on? Hey, there's two kinds of people in the world here. There's people that create something and they have a service, a good, a skill, like a dentist or a farmer, right? Somebody seeks out their products. Somebody willingly gives them money to buy their things. There's another type of person, and they get paid solely because money is stolen from the other kind of people through taxes so that they can then be paid. Think of the Department of Motor Vehicles. Would you ever go there if you didn't have to? You are made to go there. You buy a vehicle, you pay tax on the vehicle. Every year you're paid more tax on the vehicle, and then they have to check your vehicle to make sure it's within regulation. More fines, fees, taxes. And if you don't do that, eventually you don't have registration on your vehicle and a police officer stops you, gives you a ticket. And if you don't go get that in compliance and go to court, eventually more people come with guns, and they might even serve a warrant at the wrong address. I mean, you never know. They might kill your dog. Any number of things could happen. Would you willingly ever go sit at the DMV, right? That's the other type of person. They can't exist without taking money from the other kind. And if you're on that other side and you still don't create anything, you don't make enough taxes to even matter. Like if you haven't chosen, it's probably because you don't create, and maybe you should evaluate that, right? Do you have some hobby, some skill, something that you love to do? Painting, woodworking, gardening, whatever that is. Do you produce a product that somebody would willingly offer you money for? You should evaluate that. I'm not telling you quit your job that's, paying you $100,000 a year. Most people don't have that job, by the way. 50% of people in the United States don't pay any taxes. That's why they're on that other side. They're so worried about all the Elon Musk, the Doge, whatever it is, because they get a check in the mail. They do not work. They get a check in the mail, and they get all kinds of government, subsidies. They get food stamps and, all kinds of shit, free medical or whatever it is, whatever program they're on. You have to be on one side or the other. You don't have to root for one side or the other, but you are, in fact, on one of those sides. And the longer you wait to produce and create, the lesser and lesser that's going to be, and the less of a future your family is going to have. You can be the light switch that changes your family. You can be the lever that changes the direction of your last name. You can come from a family that's known to be dirt poor or white trash or whatever it is. You can be the one that changes that. Or you can just poison the next generation the same way the one before poisoned you. You have the choices. You got 24 hours in the day. Most people that work, they're at work 8 hours. They don't actually work 8 hours. You can be the one to change that. And most people who work, most people don't work full time. I know you can't fathom that. I know you can't understand that you are not most people because you're around a group of people, usually. Most people don't work full time. Most people don't work but one job. You can have 2 jobs. You can have 3 jobs. You can have one job working 8 hours someplace and hold on to that until you get your thing and you're sure about your thing. But generally, until you get fired, you won't ever do your thing. I got fired, and that caused me to do my thing. I was making about $3,000 a month, doing a couple different jobs. And when they finally had enough of me taking time off to go do shows and stuff, they fired me. I made $10,000 that first week. I was so worried about paying my bills and everything. I made $10,000 when they fired me because I had to do my own thing. Figure out what your thing is. I'm gonna go work out.